I stand before you tonight with the weight of a lesson learned, and I speak not just as a fighter, but as a man who has felt the sting of surprise in the ring. I thought Naoya Inoue would come at me like a storm. I imagined his fists flying with reckless urgency, his rhythm chaotic, his attack relentless. I prepared for a brawl, for a furious dance of fire and speed. But when the bell rang, what I faced was something far more dangerous. He was patient, he was precise, he was a hunter, not a reckless beast. He measured every step, every jab, every feint. And I, Misjudging Akhmadaliev, found myself chasing shadows. I miscalculated. I underestimated the calm within his storm. I overestimated my ability to drag him into my fight. Inoue did not play my game, he forced me into his. And that was where the tide began to turn. The crowd roared, but in my head there was silence. Every punch I threw mid-air or a glove. Every opening I thought I saw was a mirage. He stood in front of me like a mirror, showing me the gaps in my own preparation. I could feel the round slipping, the momentum fading. I remember glancing at my corner. Their faces were tight with concern. Their eyes searched for answers they could not give. I tried to adjust, to change angles, to break through. But his timing was flawless. It wasn't the ferocity I feared, it was the control. Inoue carried the fight like a master painter holding a brush. He chose the strokes, the colors, the pace. I was not an opponent, I was a canvas. And he painted his masterpiece across my guard. Each round was a reminder. A reminder that greatness does not always roar. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it waits. Sometimes it dismantles you with elegance. When the final bell sounded, I knew the truth. I had not been beaten by brute force. I had been outthought, outtimed, outclassed in subtle ways only a true fighter can see. Later, speaking to a British journalist, I admitted what burned inside me. I looked dissatisfied, not because I didn't give my all, not because I lacked heart, but because I had prepared for the wrong war. I told him how I expected a wild clash. I confessed that I thought he would rush. I shared that my strategy hinged on countering chaos. But there was no chaos to counter. Only a champion's cold brilliance. In the locker room, the silence was heavy. My gloves felt heavier still. Sweat mixed with the taste of humility. I replayed every exchange in my mind. Every missed opportunity. I reminded myself that defeat is not the end. Defeat is a teacher. And this lesson was sharp and clear. Underestimating the mind of a champion is a fatal flaw. Expecting fury when genius awaits is a mistake you make only once. To the young fighters listening, remember this. Do not fight the man you imagine. Fight the man who stands before you. Do not let expectation blind you to reality. Adapt, or you will be left chasing ghosts. I respect Naoya Inoue more now than I did before. Not just for his power. Not just for his speed. But for his discipline. For his ability to be everything I did not expect. I will return to the gym with new purpose. I will sharpen not only my body, but my mind. I will train for every possibility, not just the one I fear most. I will build a strategy for the fighter who shows up, not the fighter one imagine. And I will never again underestimate quiet brilliance. To the fans who believed in me, know this. I carry your support in every punch. I carry your faith in every round. This setback does not define me. It refines me. To my team, thank you for standing with me. We will learn together. We will grow together. We will come back stronger. We will write a new chapter. And to Naoya Inoue, I say this with respect. You are a master of your craft. You reminded me that the sharpest blade is the one that cuts without warning. You reminded me that true greatness is more than aggression. It is intelligence, discipline, and patience. This is not the end of my story. It is the beginning of a new one. The road ahead is long, but I embrace it. For every miscalculation, there is a lesson. For every defeat, there is a chance to rise. I stand here not as a man broken, but as a man awakened. I will fight again. I will learn again. I will surprise those who doubt me. And I will never forget the night I met quiet greatness in the ring.